And hello there, and this is Kingoftryinit, always trying it, and I'm here today to talk to you about, Cyberika. Now, I will do a video about everything you need to know about Cyberika. I will definitely get on that as soon as possible because the content in it is just so crazy, and I think I should just put it all in one video. Two, I will put links to videos that already exist, so if you need tips on how to do certain locations, areas, all that stuff, it's going to be in the description. Eventually I will put the links there to the videos, and I will create the playlist, and you can go ahead and check those out until I physically are able to do newer versions of those videos and start new requests. But the main thing I want you guys to do is comment if you need anything specifically, information, anything. All right, cool. So let's get started. Now we're going to talk about guns first. Why? Because guns are the most important thing to know in the game. So you know this AK here that I've got two different AKs, but you see with the two different AKs, one of them has 10 damage on it and the other one has 11 damage on it. Now every weapon and armor has this in the game. You can pick up a weapon, it could be terrible, but you can pick up a crap weapon, and the crap weapon could be better than a legendary weapon, for example, because its damage is just so much better than the legendary. It's that type of game. So you can get a gun, but that gun could be completely different, even though it's the same gun. And that's how you farm in this game. That's the most important information I will bestow on you before anything else. The same is with armor as well. You can get different levels of armor. Your blue rarity armor, low grade, can be better than your high tier awesome legendary armor, but then obviously your legendary armor can also go to that level as well, but obviously it's harder to find it. So you really are just paying attention to the numbers of the armor and not exactly really the generation and all that stuff. I will go in more depth of that another time because the game has so much content in terms of just talking about armor. It's mental, okay? But the thing that you need to know at the beginning of the game of your adventure in Cyberika is just look for the higher numbers and always be checking. Just because your armor is exactly the same doesn't mean it's going to be the same number. So I want you to be sure about that, okay? So obviously we got this thing about repairs. Now if you've played any type of survival game or any type of game in general, there's a rarity code. Like gray is crap, green is uncommon, blue is rare, purple is epic, and in orange, if it exists, is legendary. The higher the grade the weapon is, the more expensive it is to repair. So you'll tend to get this decard, which is 17, which normally decards are about 9 to 10, 11 damage, but I got a really good decard for 17 damage. It's off the chain crazy. That means that weapon, I can repair that for really cheap. Okay, same goes for armor as well. Obviously I've got a wastelander here that's blue. This is my strongest pistol I actually have on my person now, and then this weapon's expensiveness goes through the roof. Okay, if I could get a decard with this same damage but it was gray or higher, that would be cheap to repair and it would be more powerful than this particular pistol. Okay, so that's kind of the things to expect from this game. All right, but I'm going to go ahead now and start taking you to the next location because you're not going to have any of that stuff, but it's good to know that stuff as soon as possible, because when I did it at the start of the game, when I was playing the beta and helping the devs test the game, I was throwing away so many valuable armors and weapons. Okay, so much. Now about the driving in this, it's cool, it's all that, but you'll get bored of it very quickly. It looks very visually pleasing, but it's just on rails driving. But this is the important thing for free to play is never ever skip this. Okay, never. If you're free to play, it adds up. Never skip it. All right, so this is the first zone. Okay, the first zone is pretty easy. You can do this naked like in most games, but what you need to pay attention is your food option, which is on the top right here. And if that thing is 0, your HP is lowered. So my normal max HP when I'm being fed is 141 right now. That means I can take an extra 2 to 3 hits depending on my armor, depending if I'm naked or not, type thing. As you can see in this zone, you cannot sneak anything. Okay, so you are guaranteed getting hit, full stop. You are not going through a zone without using a single durability unless there's a glitch. Okay, this game is different to the rest. You have to find the most powerless weapon in the zone, which I was talking about. So I'm using my fisty knuckles right now, which is 15, and you're killing and looting boxes until you find 15 knuckles. Okay, you're doing it until that point. Until you get to that point, it's going to be really tough farming as a low level, and I mean really tough, because there's no trees, there's no grass, there's no nothing. You know, you have to fight, you can't sneak. And we're very used to this option. Okay, so here we go now. So we got the first knuckles, what you expect. As you can see, it's a 9. It's not 15 like my knuckles. It's got the same speed, same everything, but those knuckles are 9 damage, which is, you know, which is awful basically. And if you're taking 9 damage, I've worked out it's about, I think it's 3 hits, maybe 4 hits to kill an enemy, compared to the 2 with 15. That's so much more different. And if you take more hits to kill an enemy, they can hit you more, which means you lose more health, which means you waste more supplies, because you want to go through the first zone without actually losing any heals at all. All the heals you get from this zone, you are saving up to do zone 2 or zone 3. Seriously, in zone 1, you are not wasting nothing. You are just collecting and gaining. If you end up using heals in this zone, you're doing it wrong. And you're going to feel yourself struggle badly. You're going to complain and be like, what the hell is this, man? This game's rubbish or whatever. No, that's not the case. I can assure you. This game is just, you got to really watch your resources, and everything matters. Every hit counts. Everything counts. So you're going to go through these lockers, and you're basically going to get, you know, more knuckles, but you're going to have to keep going. So hopefully these knuckles are better. There we go, 10. So what you're doing now is you're switching that 9 knuckles out, which I have here. And then you're switching that and you're putting that in. If you've got no space, which you will struggle on space at the beginning of the game, then what my suggestion would be is just don't take it. Okay, like, you want to take it later on to repair the knuckles you're using, because no matter how low the crappy knuckles are, they can still be recycled, use materials to repair your maximum knuckles. And that's how you use the same weapon in a zone. And that's why I still got these level 15 or weapon damage knuckles, and I'm not switched out for a higher weapon, because when I'm doing certain areas, I'm still using those weapons, which is great because you get to make use of old weapons in an old zone. Because most of the time when you progress the game, you never go back to old weapons. So Kavir is very clever there that they've made use of everything you use, which is really good. Okay, so the items in this zone is a baseball bat. You're going to want to get that to about, I believe it's 25 the damage on that, which is amazing as well. You can basically nearly one hit things in here, which is allows you to kill things and then not take any hits at all, which is a big deal. It's actually a big deal. And a baseball bat isn't expensive to repair, not really. You can get a shotgun in this zone, and this is another thing I want to mention. Do not get multiple enemies, especially at the start of the game. If you get hit more, you're losing more HP, and you don't want to lose more HP. Okay, you want to make everything count and whatever. All right, just don't. Just don't. So now we're gonna go and show you the thing of augments. You're not gonna have augments at the start of the game, but as soon as you get one, the one to have, if you're able to get it, or if you want to pay to win, up to you, is the shield. Okay, because the shield will not let you take any damage whatsoever, and it's all about your health right now. Especially if you're naked, this shield is extra good. Okay, I can't remember if you lose durability still, but I know for sure that you don't lose any HP. So what you want to do is when you pop the shield is you want to have loads of enemies, and you just want to just drive at them like crazy. So to be honest, I kind of slacked with the shield there and didn't get the most out of it. But when you get this shield, this is the best thing to have. There's loads of different abilities, but the shield is the one. All right, so I don't know really what I've missed. This is the first stage. Obviously, if you want to go check out my videos on me doing every other zone pretty much in the game, 100% clearing it out and getting loot, then you can go ahead and check it out. In those videos, you'll probably see what items are in what zone as well. So if you're looking for a particular item, by watching those videos that are already out on my channel, you'll be able to find out, you know, whatever you need as well. But of course, I will do, you know, specific videos or specific things for certain things, depending on you guys' comments. Obviously, if you give this some love and we get loads of likes and loads of views, then I will turn this into a daily series. Okay, so it really depends on you guys. I've got quite a few games I'm covering at the moment, so whoever, you know, gives me the most love, that's pretty much where I go. Okay, all right, so there's one more thing I want to talk about, and that is storage. Your storage is going to be awful at the start of the game. Okay, so use this up big time. You get it at the start of the game, it's amazing. You have to build the car or nothing, you just get this. So this is what's really cool about this. Just store it in there and you'll be fine. And another thing is, when you die, you don't lose stuff. Okay, you only lose drawer and your credits, like your money. That's the only thing you lose. Okay, so my preferability of putting stuff away is I'll put anything away with durability and the credits. So if I die, I won't lose any of that in the inventory that you see on the left there, and the durability, that what I'm wearing, that'll be the only thing I'll lose. So if you want to avoid losing durability, then put all your stuff away, be naked, and then head back. Okay. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys. I think I've covered as much as I can from the beginning of the game what you should be focusing on, so you don't miss out on anything. More coming on Cyberika soon, or even tomorrow, depending on how this video does in your comments and what you guys need. Obviously, if you want the Discord of Cyber, the official Discord, I'll try to put that in the description. If there's no description yet, then, you know, don't worry. I have got the new storyline that I need to start. The new storyline is here, so that will take me to the trouble zone now, I assuming, because that's the next place with the lowest level, and I'm already over level 31, so I should go over there and kick some butt. So if you guys really want to see me do the trouble city, let me know. All right, this is Kingoftryinit, always trying it. This is me. I am out.